All right, all right, all right. Mic check, testing, testing. One, two, dos, trace, quattro. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Elden Ring Lore Discussion. It is I, the Golden Inquisitor, with my fellow Inquisitors, as you can see here. Uh, let me get a good pose there to show them it's all about thinking. Hopefully we get invaded. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see what else. Oh, let me get a Discord link. All right, all right. A Discord link copy. I think the Discord link that's in the video notes or stream notes is also working. Paste. All right, let's go down the list. Welcome back, Rattleboy Yao. I believe a fellow Inquisitor, Spiral, another Inquisitor, Brendan. Welcome back, or welcome. I'm not sure if I've seen you around, but hey, welcome anyway. Spiral. Well, oh yeah, I've already said Spiral. Jackal. Jackal, welcome back. Yep, that is what's up, and Spiral next to me. There you go. That's true. Boss, welcome back. The loyalist one boss there. He's a true Inquisitor, heart and soul all the way. Let's see. Oh, I like who is that, Spiral, or is that I like your leggings there. You got the same ones I have. Blade. Oh, I like you know what? I like your outfit. You also got the what is that? The Crucible gauntlets. Much respect. And oh, look, I don't know who's that on the other side, but they also I used to wear those gauntlets too before I started using Crucible spells, before I fell in love with the Crucible. Let's do while we wait, or we're not waiting, while we're doing the opening of the show. Let's look at these fellow Inquisitors. Let's pull out the telescope. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We got the malformed dragon head of the Erdtree Sentinels. Nice. Nice. Oh, is that a red talisman or a red seal? Guess what that is? That's dragon spells right there, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon communion. I like the boots. They're very cowboyish. I like that. Let's see. Oh. Yep. And lightning spells there. Definitely got the whatchamacallit, the dragon cult. Oops, wrong button. Nice. All right, let's see what's going on over here. More Crucible. Yes, I like that. I think that's the wait. Are those the only way to tell if those are duck bill? Those are banished knights. I can tell by the duck feet. Nice. Wrong button again. Let's see the shield. I don't. I'm not. Oh, thighs. Yes, looking thick. Let's see. Okay, yes. I don't know what shield that is, but I like it. Why do I keep doing that? And we have, what sword is that? That is the Wandering Nobles. Whatchamacallit? That's the Wandering Nobles Nostal or whatever, rapier or whatever. I forget what it's called. But you get it from the Wandering Nobles. It's got like a 2% drop rate. Good job on finding that. Good job, everybody. Good job. All right, let's see. Let's get on. Let's begin. Let's see. All right, so this is a live call-in stream. This is your chance, everybody, to come in and tell us your theories, your opinions, your thoughts on the game, on the lore, on anybody else's videos, anybody else's lore that you want to just get off your chest. This is the night that I let the community do it openly instead of, in text, because you can't really tell somebody's inflections, their intent in the text, right? You're just reading into it, and you could be reading into it wrong. So this is your chance. Let's see. Welcome back, Yorth Mind, Mega Mind. Welcome back, Yoferos. Welcome back. Oh, Brendan is in the Discord. Yeah, I've been interacted with before. Oh well, I mean, it's like people's names here and on the Discord, they don't match sometimes. So I do apologize. And if they do match, well, I do apologize again. I am old. Uh, I hope everybody has their whiteboards, or at least a notebook, because we're, you know, sometimes you need a notebook to keep up with everything that's going to be happening, right?
Hey.
Oh, look at that, saying hi. Everybody say hi. And you know what? Let's see. Anything else? Oh, you know what? Let's go over the question of the week before we begin, so everybody knows and is on the same page. The question of the week. Let's see. The question of today, or this week, the question of the week that we're going to be talking about, if, you know, callers want to talk about it, is when you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or to just say, not save, or is it to share ideas? Are you seeking to persuade others to believe the way you do, or are you just sharing your thoughts? So it's a little reflective, yes, and I think it's pretty good, especially when we're all lore theorists here. So it's really great. I think it's great. It's a doozy of a question. It really is. All right, let's see. Okay, we got 2 people in queue. Oh, just to let everybody know, first off, if we see base, or you know, base serpent cannon, whatever he's going by, if we see him queue, I'm gonna pull him in immediately. So please don't be offended, because we didn't get to him last time. He had to go back to work. Apparently he was on lunch break or something. And so, not to disrespect him, he's been a long time active member in the Inquisition. So we'll try to get him in there. So yeah, just letting y'all know, not showing favoritism, just a little bit of respect. So let's see. All right. So anything else? Any other? No, nothing else really. It's been once again, it's been a great week for lore, everybody, right? We've had lots of lore theories. We have a new guy in the Inquisition that is also a content creator, and he posted his video up. I think it was like from a year ago, but it was really good, really good. So if you want to watch that, it's definitely in the Discord. We have it in the media section. I suggest everybody watch it. It was really good. Let's see. What was the name? I don't want to say it wrong. You know what I mean? It was by Serious Moonlight. Serious Moonlight. Dang it. Remind me of a David Bowie song. Anyways, Serious Moonlight. He has The Cost of Causality was the name of the video. It's really good. So check it out, everybody. It's really good. All right. So what else? Well, that's pretty much it. Let's get on with the show. Let's bring in. Oh, it's from the David Bowie's. Yes, dude. You are an old man, just like me. Let's see. Oh yeah, if anybody wants to join the Seamless Co-op, the password is all caps SOJPP. I don't know what that means, but there you go. Oh, the church on time. Man, David Bowie was the best. He had a lot of great songs, and yes, I do like that song. Get me to the church on time. Anyways, Julie's back. Welcome back, Julie. We got an invader. We'll see if we get killed on screen. Let me lower this so it's so it. Well, yeah. Let me lower the volume real quick. But you can watch the battle in the background. The Inquisitors fight off a bad guy while we talk shop. All right, here we go. So first in the call-in queue, remember, if anybody wants to join the queue to call in, you got to join the Discord. Here it is here. Uh, let's see. Did they get him? No, don't. Come on, y'all. Oh, really? Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me. What's up, guys? I don't have any HUD on. And shouldn't have. What is wrong with the? This is not the sword to PvP with. Come on, you're gonna heal your PvP and. Well, there you go. You failed to protect me. Okay. Anyways, all right. For our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, it is the one, the only boss. All right. Let me bring him into the chat, and we will hear what he has to say. Oh, you know what? I have to get into the chat myself. Oh, Jesus. What an amateur show. Amateur hour. Boss, can you hear me? Boss? Oh, all right. Hold on. We're having technical difficulties. Okay. Boss Saucer. Wow. It's only the fifth. It's only the fifth episode. Please bear witness. Boss, are you there? Nope. That's Jackal. Boss, are you there? All right, boss. I guess he might be AFK. All right, we'll put him back in chat. Let's get Jackal and let's see if Jackal is here. Boss is here? Okay, boss. All right. Boss, I'm bringing you back. Are you here, boss? Why?
Oh, so yeah, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, man. Okay.
Uh, I I was panicking. I didn't find my unmute. Ooh, that was close.
Oh yeah, for real, man. I thought it was me making me look bad. Oh God. Oh God. Oh man.
Something happens.
Yeah, I do look bad all the time. You can barely hear boss. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Let me get close to the microphone.
What about now? Testing, boss. Say test.
Testing.
All right.
Do I still sound too low?
Hey, Glow in the Dark, welcome back. What about now? Keep saying
now?
Keep saying testing.
Test.
Okay. I get it. All right.
There he is.
There he is. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for helping. I appreciate it. This is what makes the Inquisition so good, that we help each other out, and stuff like that. So, yeah. All right, boss. Do you want to start with the question of the week, or do you want to jump into something else?
Yeah, we can go to the reflection of the week.
All right. So here is the question. You ready?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Ready? When you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or just share ideas? Go ahead.
Well, I would like to say, of course, I would like to communicate my ideas, and sometimes I do believe they are true.
Yeah.
And just like any other person, but obviously, I don't think anyone is 100% right. Only Miyazaki knows, and his draft that he has in his in his drawboard in
Uh-huh.
his bed. You
Yeah.
know,
So
that's
what
the
how
only real truth.
so how do you feel when somebody's talking to you about theories and they are trying to convince you, or you feel like they're trying to convince you, or they openly tell you they're going to make you believe the way they do? How do you feel
Well,
about that?
I I will try to see their perspective, but if it doesn't convince me at first, I'm not gonna convinced. But everyone has their own opinions, their own theories.
Uh-huh.
Just like everyone, they have different life experiences and knowledge. So someone can throw like a different perspective in something, and just like we all did before with our brilliant inquisitors, we can say like, oh that that's interesting. But
Uh,
we don't need to agree in everything. But well, yeah, it's I try to agree.
okay. Well said, my friend. Well said. Awesome. Okay. So what would you like to talk about today, sir?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't have anything,
What?
but a lightning struck my head
Oh
like
shit. Okay.
30 minutes ago, and I got a little bit of something because I was not gonna touch my water theory because I don't want to be the water guy.
You are the water guy. You're like no, I'm playing. Yeah.
Ah, yikes. But yeah, I was not trying to explain myself all over again with the water, but
Uh-huh.
it's it's my destiny, I guess.
All right, you're the water guy. I'm the worm guy. All right, here we go. Go ahead.
But yeah, I was gonna explain my something I said before in many lives before,
Okay.
and is the crucible is in the water.
The crucible is in the water. Hold on, let me get my notepad out. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Well, just like we have known for many years and from many people, the crucible, if it's not something literal physically, it's the evolution line of living things.
Okay.
And the names of our crucible knights, I'm just went for the names because those names, they do mean something. They are actually periods of time of the real world,
Right.
like the Devonian, Ordovian, Silurian.
Amazing. Okay.
So basically, I would like to say that the crucible was in the water. Is it not anymore? Because obviously we know the crucible later became the Earthy.
Okay.
But I would like to explain of how the crucible is in the water. Well, we will need to believe the dragons are not the first living things in the planet, in Elden Earth,
All right. So
like we
believe
call it.
okay, so believe that the dragons aren't first in Elden Earth. All right.
Yes. I would like to say that the crucible was the first thing. It's like a it's like a great one, but in Elden Earth. So everything sprung out from this primordial sea,
Okay.
and we have like here some periods that is the Precambrian, the Cambrian. Those things happen like 600 million years ago and
Okay.
500 million years ago. And those periods, they created the first plant life in the water. So corals and things adjacent like sponges,
Okay.
like sea sponges. But the interesting periods would be the Ordovian and the Silurian and the Devonian. They're back to back.
Hmm.
And the Ordovian would be the first period that were the first invertebrates and anthropods, sea anthropods, or their ancestors. I
Okay.
don't know their names because those are anthropologists. They don't know how to name those things. Like they do too much words in the
So
names.
Okay, so this sounds like a science class. So
Yeah,
is
yeah,
there
a little bit. Yeah. Let me speed up. I may be too losing too much in the sauce.
well, yeah. Okay, okay, go
But
ahead.
yeah, let's go right after the Ordovian is the Silurian, where the first trees appeared,
Uh-huh.
and that happened like 400 million years ago, and that period had the first fish,
Okay.
the first vertebrates in the
Right.
water. Then it came the Devonian that had the first fish on land.
Okay.
So now we know that crucial era was the sprung of life. And I would like to say personally that I believe that Rao was the first civilization.
Okay, Raw was
I
first.
I don't have proof. I just have a lot of faith. I have like 75.
75 faith, that's almost as much as I do.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
So oh, go
some
ahead.
would argue that Pharmasula was older because they had the Elden Ring,
Uh-huh.
the first iteration. But I would like to say Rao didn't have a Elden Ring because the Elden Ring was not yet on the planet.
Okay. All right, so let me ask you a couple questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so this first life form do you imagine that it's just going to be just like regular Earth, this regular animals and creatures and stuff like that? So it's just a regular planet ecology,
Most likely, just imagine the ancient Earth before
right?
just a few millions years ago, but nothing fantastical. Maybe giant arthropods because we have giant lobsters and giant crabs, so that could be possible. And we
Okay,
have that ancient life was giant.
right. That's true. That is true. So what do you where do you think the actual crucible started, or what was it actually? Was it just the ocean of the world, or
Well,
or do
the
you think it was
crucible is where all life is together. My version, I and here comes the good part about theories.
okay?
Like you don't need to agree fully, and you can even change my mind, so I can
Oh, I don't want to.
erase some of my points.
I'll let Julie change her
Yeah,
mind.
because if you have like good points, I will take them into consideration.
Okay. Nostal, he's listening.
But but yeah, I do believe the crucible was that primordial ocean, like that giant primordial soup of life. That's my crucible
Okay.
for now. Oh no, maybe tomorrow I have a dream and I change my mind. I, I, I will let you guys know in the Discord.
I appreciate it, man. It sounds like you just need to drink some more Red Bull, man. Red Bull and
Maybe
coffee.
a bit more. But yeah, I would like to finish to not take too much time. But if we believe that Rao came first, and before Rao was the Crucible era,
Uh-huh.
and and obviously Rao, my version of Rao is what I already posted on the Discord, so you
Yeah.
guys can go to the Discord and scroll a bit more. You can find my Rao theory,
Here's a
but
Discord
I don't
link.
like to dip too much
Okay.
because that's another PowerPoint, and
Another
I don't like to be
PowerPoint.
boring.
You're not boring, bro. You're not boring. Okay.
Thank you.
Let,
But
let,
yeah,
so you believe the primordial soup was the beginning of the crucible then, right? And life continued
yes,
like a regular planet, like in real life, from like
yes.
single-celled organisms to bacteria to multi-celled organisms to invertebrates to
Yeah.
vertebrates, and then
Like right before the Vulcan fish, or
okay,
even Rao.
okay then,
That was the Crucible period.
and everything was gigantic, right? Because of the giants that we see.
Gigantic. Everything was a anthropod. I think in the Devonian period, the first mammals appeared as well. So we have like a full primordial Earth with beasts already in it.
Okay,
But how do I put the dragons right after? Well, actually, all this that I explained is the Paleozoic, and the Paleozoic had a mass extinction event. So I would like to say
okay.
that this mass extinction, if we put it like a one by one comparison
Uh-huh.
with the Elden Earth,
Don't say
is
lava.
where the no, don't worry, is this is the golden star that fell with the first Elden Ring.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. I like that.
And
That works.
interestingly, after this period, then the dinosaurs came. So the dinosaurs would be our dragons.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see.
So the golden scar came with Meteor. Meteor obviously was related to the dragons because the dragons they have the finger crown on their horns.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, that would be my TED talk about the Crucible coming before the dragons.
Dude, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think I mentioned it before, but just like a throwaway word, like oh the Crucible is in the water, but never I did go deeper. But now I did
Now you sank to the bottom, bro. You know,
with the water.
I like that that the Elden Star maybe or one of the meteors may have caused a massive extinction. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
don't worry, no lava here, just water.
Thank
Don't
God.
worry.
Thank God. Yeah, don't get me copyrighted. No, I'm playing. Well, is there anything else, bro?
Not much. Just that maybe the dragons were uh no, don't worry. I don't want to take too much time, but
Oh, okay.
obviously maybe next time we will talk after the dragons and how Pharmasula is Rome and how that Rome broke apart.
Oh,
Then it came the Holy Roman Empire, so the actual Sun Realm.
okay.
Because we were talking with Was and Spiral,
Uh huh.
and we found that in German the Sun Realm shield mentioned a city crowned by the sun, but not a kingdom nor realm.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
it was only a city about the sun, not not a empire nor a kingdom. But yeah, that's out there.
Okay.
But I'm gonna leave it here. Don't worry.
Okay. Well, well next week call in, or unless we discuss it
Of
on
course,
Discord, and keep letting us know the history by the boss.
the water, the way of the water.
Way of the water.
By
You're gonna start a religion within the within
I
the
hope
Inquisition.
not. I hope not.
That'd be hilarious.
Too much work.
Too much work. It's easy, man. Easy. It's easy. All right then, man. Well, we'll let you go and we'll grab somebody else. Uh
Yeah.
yeah, I
See
appreciate
you
you
later,
calling.
guys.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
That was Boss, everybody. He's starting a religion, the way of water. Dun dun dun. All right, let's see. All right. So if anybody wants to join the Discord to get in queue, here's the link. I'll do it again just in case. Um let's see who's next. Who's next? Jackal. I believe Jackal was next. Jackal. Jackal. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this right. Oop, nope. There we go. Jackal. Are you there, Jackal? Over.
Yeah, give me 1 second to try and get my headphones in.
Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a special announcement. So, special announcement while we're waiting on Jackal is that Seamless Co-op is really cool, and it's unfortunate that it's not on PlayStation. It's lots of fun. But let's see what else. In any Inquisition news, the Inquisition is growing, which is good. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Let's read the chat too. Hey, boss, Julie liked your idea. Welcome back, Glow in the Dark. Let's see. R.I.P. Van Winkle, welcome. America is prolific. Yeah. Let's see who else.
Okay,
Welcome back,
I'm good now.
Calistral. Okay, here we go. All right, Jackal, welcome back, man. Would you like to start with the question of the week, or would you want to just jump into something?
Go ahead and ask me the question.
All right, here, all right. Question of the week for you, Jackal. When you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or just to share ideas?
You know, normally I try to do both.
Both. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I can be pretty hard headed most times. I'm it's a thing I'm working on, but usually I'm open to other people's concepts and ideas, and if there's something that actually makes a lot more sense than what I was thinking about, then I would try to adopt those kinds of ideas and implement them to my own. But I I definitely want to share as much information and be one of the bricks of the consensus. You know what I mean?
Uh huh. And why? Why do you want to be the brick? Let me ask you that. That's an interesting statement to me.
Uh, so I have a very simple philosophy. If an idea is worth having, it's an idea that can stand up to scrutiny.
Okay.
And what that means is if you not just believing in something, but being able to come up with evidence, come up with a working theory, and you know make everything coherent. Then usually, if anyone has questions or tries to, you know, for lack of a better term, attack the idea in case it has a hole or a weakness, I
Uh,
think the idea would be better for it.
okay.
I think discourse is healthy. I think um, it's possible to have a healthy debate about what's more plausible and what isn't.
Uh,
And I believe it can be done without feelings getting hurt.
okay. So, how does it? How do you feel when you're speaking to someone and it's pretty obvious that they're trying to convince you? Do you think it's okay, or do you just let it roll off your shoulders, or do you like get defensive because you
I
want to defend your ideas?
I'm a natural contrarian. I Even if I don't completely disagree with somebody, I'll still want to try and pick it out and see what if there's a loose thread somewhere. Because mostly I want ideas to be successful, and this is the best way for it.
No. Okay. All right. Good answer, man. I like that. I like that. All right.
Mhm.
Well, what do you want to get into today?
I've caught wind of something.
Okay.
Um, I guess if you're the worm guy and boss is the water guy, I might be the lava.
The lava guy.
And yes, I've said it. But I've recently come to understand that maybe the events that the magma flood, the starfall, whatever that event happened, might not have been a single moment, but much rather a long span of moments in which lava was just piled upon rock over time.
Hmm. Okay.
Uh, I've just recently gotten 4 characters through the Divine Beast Dancing Lion,
Oh man, I heard about
and
that.
I just now got all 4 of them right up to Rolana's door. I haven't fought her yet, um, but on my way there, crossing from past the the main gateway under the rock arch leading to the Tower of Bellarat.
Mm, yes. Yes.
Yes, I've noticed that that structure is encased in stone, even to the point where the spiraling pillars um, also are covered in a layer of rock. And I don't think it was like carved in that way, but much rather that lava melted itself over that area.
Interesting.
But I also noticed that there are similar geological events at Castle Ensis as well, and that the buildings also definitely look to be more Nox in design.
Really?
Um, but there are places that do also have a sediment of rock that overlaps the um, over the parts of the castle itself. So there might be structures that are new, but there might be structures that are very old as well. And well, that's all I have at the moment for that. But it is sparking the imagination.
Okay. Hmm.
Oh, another thing that I was thinking about when I was speaking to was up in Spiral earlier.
Okay.
Um, but the weightiness of Black Flame, um, or how it's supposed how the Godskin's flame is described as having as being a much heavier fire than normal, doesn't feel like a coincidence when it's also in the in the Divine Tower of Kaled, which is also supposedly Radon's tower, who's also known for his heft and gravity magic as well.
Wait,
And
wait a
the
minute. Wait.
thread I was
One,
thinking,
one second
go
before you
ahead,
go on. Whose tower did you say? Dawn?
Radon.
Oh, Radon. Okay, I'm sorry. You cut out a little bit. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. Um, and I was thinking, almost as a joke, like, what if Kaled is um, like the lowest part of the lands between, mostly because it's the heaviest, more or less. I
Oh.
I don't know, but I felt like there was a correlation between the heaviness of the Godskin flame and the heaviness of gravity magic. That maybe the other lands and the lands between, especially at the Divine Towers, might have a similar principle in effect.
Huh. That's an interesting concept. I've never thought about that. That hmm. If you were looking to like back that up even more, besides just there being gravity magic, what would you be looking for?
Well, there are connections between the Carians and the Godskins.
Uh.
Rykard has a noble protecting the Church of Igle. Ronnie has a noble protecting her corpse.
Uh.
Um, I don't think it's too far fetched to think that maybe Radon had some sort of affiliation with them as well. But um,
Oh, my game crashed.
I'm. Oh no,
Yeah, hold on one second. Sorry, man. Didn't mean to interrupt.
that's fine. At least the stream's still going.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. While you explain why I bring this back up.
Right. So I don't think it's entirely far fetched to think that Radon would have a connection with the Godskins if he was more true to his Carian line than the Golden Order. But there are, well, honestly, I don't think I have too much to go on that, much less the concept of heaviness. Fire and strength are, well, fire can be both a faith and a strength attribute. Um, Gravity magic does seem to be more heavy, strength based than intelligence. But aside from that, I will have to look into it more.
Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Give me a second. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
I don't man. That's the one thing about like mods, they crash.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. We'll grab Veronica. Maybe the Inquisitor.
Veronica, Veronica, Veronica.
There you go. Sing for us. The sweet velvety pipes of Jackal. Go ahead.
I mean, that also came from the Heathers musical.
Oh, did it? Like Heather's
Yeah.
with Christian Slater?
I
Oh,
mean, it's the same story, but there was a musical.
oh, was there? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Uh,
Heads up, JT. I'm a dead girl walking. It's very memorable.
all right, I appreciate it. All right, let's see. So, all right, so you need more evidence. You'll be looking for stuff to back up. Well, if you want to back it up, your gravity theory or the reason why Caitlyn is low is because of gravity magic and maybe pushing down the
Well,
land. I
at least
suppose.
it has a very similar theme, but all in all, I think there's a connection that there's a connection between the current shard bearers and then maybe whoever the divine towers were connected to before the reign, because we know the towers are before them.
Ah, okay, it's true. Hmm.
And I was also considering that Farum Azula, the people who would become the Nox, as well as the people who were responsible for the Blackstone civilization, they might have all been contemporaries with one another.
Really?
But I'll have to. I still haven't reached Rao yet, so I'm getting there.
I can't wait for you to get there, man. It's gonna blow your mind. It'll blow your mind.
Oh, I mean, I've been there before,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, my PlayStation broke the last time.
Oh no, it's awful, man. I remember the first time I went there. I was amazed. I was like, this place is beautiful. It was
Oh,
beautiful,
it's gorgeous.
like my dreams. Beautiful place. A good vista. Anyways, so anything else? Or
I don't have much else unless somebody has a question.
oh, that's a good idea. Anybody have questions for Jackal here? We'll give everybody a second because there's a lag in between questions or whatever. The chat.
That's fine. I got a margarita, keep me company.
Oh, do you? I got my coffee right here. I'm ready. Look at
Wonderful.
Look at these three morose guys right here. Morose. Why are they looking so sad?
What are they all sleepy for?
I don't know.
You need to give them some coffee.
They need some coffee. Well, looks like there's no questions, unfortunately. That's okay. Maybe next time.
That's all right. Somebody can always ask me something in Discord too.
Oh, that's true. Definitely. Jacko is part of the Discord, everybody. So if you have any questions, check him out. Check him out. All right, then, man. We'll catch you next time. Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
No problem. Oh, wait. Somebody did have a question.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
She said that was too hard for the follow.
Oh, that's okay. It was my fault. The stream was breaking up, man. Sorry, man. I'll do better next time.
It's all right. I'll forgive you for now.
I appreciate it. All right, later. Oops. Golly, amateur hour over here. Sorry. All right, we have, let's see, who was next? I think Battle Royale was next. Battle Royale. And let's see if the stream doesn't cut out this time. All right, here we go. Battle Royale. No, Rattle Boyale. I can't say it. Oh, wait, did I do that right? I'm pretty sure I did. I did. Rattle Boyale. Rattle, are you there? Testing. Testing one.
Oh, howdy. I had to press the mute button. Sorry about that.
Hey,
Can
how's
you
it?
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. How you doing?
I'm chilling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have the stream going on at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're good now. I had to turn that off for a second. What's going on?
Not much, man. How you doing, man? You're new to the Discord, new to the channel.
I am. Found you about a week ago. Happy to be here. Everybody's like super chill, and that's awesome.
Yeah, man. We like to keep it laid back, not too serious or anything like that. Though the peer reviews are very serious, though. But in a good way, though. in a good way.
For sure.
Would
The Jackal fella was really nice to me yesterday. I didn't know how to work the thread thing, and I think I made like 4 different threads boomerang out on the Discord. And,
you
so
did.
so shout out to him helping me out with that. I was hella embarrassed.
It's okay. When we first set that up, man, everybody was screwing that up. Even me, man. It was just like all over the place. 1,000 threads for every response. It was hilarious. So yeah, we had to clean that up. No problem, man. So would you want to start with the question of the week, or do you just want to jump into something?
Sure. I'll start with your question.
All right.
Come in here and yap with you. I don't know.
Cool.
You know, be a caller.
Thank you.
It was
as
far as
hold on. Let me ask it. Don't break the flow.
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. When you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or just share ideas? Go ahead.
Got you. Well, as far as Elden Ring theories go and such, man, I can't ever be so bold as to think I have anything down. I kind of see it as a whole sort of activity amongst everybody in the community, and I have a lot of questions and I have thoughts, but I'm always open to hear other things. As far as telling other people, it's more of a dialogue. My mind can easily be changed. There's so many facts. There's so much stuff going on in the game that I know I don't have completely chronicled. I don't have completely written down or locked in. So I just presume that I'm usually wrong. I mostly have just a lot of questions and such. I kind of see Elden Ring and all these other games as like, what's a neat way to put it? Okay, like a box of Legos that says it's a car, but there's no picture on the cover. You dump all the bricks out. They're all just straight black, but there's a windshield and a steering wheel and 4 wheels. And to whoever, everybody's cars may come out looking different,
right?
So to speak.
That's pretty good. I like that analogy, man.
Yeah. But I do hope that there's like a locked in version of the story at some point. Otherwise, I worry I may have wasted hours of my thought process and RAM trying to uncover it and figure it out instead of them just being like, oh no, it's just Swords and Dragons, bro.
Well, I can put your mind at rest, man. I mean, Zaki has said in interviews that there is a complete story, right? But only he has it, and he's not going to share it with anybody. So it's out.
I mentioned this in the Discord last night. Like I'd pay money for that notebook.
Uh-huh.
Like how they sold like Cobain's lyrics or whatever in a book at bookstores. I'd buy that,
dude.
for sure.
I would love to buy George R. R. Martin's books that or whatever he wrote for the lore of the game, because he wrote everything up to the Shattering. I would love to have that, because that's like pretty much everything we're trying to put together is everything that George R. R. Martin wrote. And
I'm inclined to agree with you, sir, because it's like, oh shoot, I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I'm a
For
rather
what?
yappy fella.
No, go ahead. You're not interrupting me, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I feel like just like a roster of names and what they used to do and what they are would probably be enough for these smart people to put it all together. They just had like a base to work from, as far as personalities and stuff.
Yeah. Like a chain of events. I would like to have that. I would like to have a list of all the gods, what they're doing, where they're going. I would love to have a definitive answer on what the hell is Radagon, or who the hell is he, or is he really, or what's the deal with America and Radagon? You know what?
It's true. There's so many contradictions. They talk about him being separate, but then as soon as America's body touches the hammer, you see her change right in front of you. Oh, spoiler alert! Damn.
No, the game's 3 years old, man. Ain't no spoils. Nobody cared about that stuff here, man.
just trying to be a nice fella. Sorry.
The Inquisition is like beyond what's beginning college courses. There's like 101, isn't it? This is high level. You already have to know the story to be in this stream or in the Discord. If you're coming here,
working on our doctorates right now.
Exactly. Vadi Video makes videos for the beginners. This is next level. This is like doctorate level stuff over here, man.
True, true. I did notice the transition after watching. It's like I've been on the train since Bloodborne.
Uh,
So like I remember listening to his videos, liking that stuff, and then like getting into Elden Ring, which I've been with from like day one. It's just like, man, that's just the item descriptions. It's got to be deeper than that. But
right.
I always respect the video and a well put together theory and all that. So I ain't trying to talk trash or anything.
No, you're not talking trash. It's just an honest criticism. There for like a beginner, right? Because I watched him from since Dark Souls 1, and he was amazing back then, and he still
Oh
is.
yeah,
He's still got good videos, but now that I realize that it goes much deeper than what he cares to go. He just like presents it in a nice wrapped up good story bow for beginners and people who don't want something deeper, right? That's him.
exactly. It's accessible, so we can bring more people into the academy,
Right.
university, whatever you want
Yes.
to call it. I
He's
suppose.
like the Pied Piper. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, dude. That's him. You got to respect everything he's done, because without him, sure, there was like other lore theorists out there, but he's the one that made the industry that we're all enjoying right here on YouTube.
Yeah,
Not like Souls games, but he made the lore industry what it is. It's because of him. He's like the grandfather, the OG. And hopefully one
that
day,
is true.
yeah, and we're gonna also pass him someday. Somebody in this chat, Spiral probably, not Nostal, but they'll surpass him one day and be like, yeah, I remember that guy. Who, the Golden Inquisitor? No, that guy sucked. That's what that
Come on, man.
that's the way it's gonna be, and that's the way I want it to be.
I like your videos though. That you have your ideas and then you candidly just kind of break them down, and it sounds like flow. It don't sound like script.
Right.
It's. I mean, I'm not presuming how you do things. I'm just
Oh,
saying your delivery is quite pleasant and
oh,
digestible.
I appreciate it. I don't use a script. I don't have an outline, no script, nothing. I sit down and press
Son,
record.
That's bold. That's bold.
Yeah.
That is courageous.
It,
That's awesome.
it's what I do. I think of a theory, right? Just I think of a theory. I go look for stuff that supports it, even if it's not even like something I support, like honestly, right? But if it looks good, I'll put it together because, oh man, this looks like there's a connection. Let me grab what I can, and then I put it together. Some people spend like weeks and months putting a theory together. I spend like one day. I wake up at like 5:30 in the morning Friday and put a video out by 4 p.m. that day. And
Oh shit, you're like Rocky, but with lore.
yeah, dude. And it's
You're like drinking egg yolks and punching bags and throwing out lore videos.
that's it, man. I work 40 plus hours a week and I stream every night almost. Man, when do I got time to make a video? And I got,
Really?
take care of my kids too.
Man, videos are hard as heck to me. So like, I don't know. Salutes for me, dog, because that's pretty cool.
I appreciate it.
That's a lot. I feel like it's a lot of work, and I mean, it was when I tried it. But anyways, I'm like I said,
You should try it
I
again.
yap to no end. But maybe I got a couple ideas, but that actually rounds me back to your original question of the week. It's like I have my theories, I have what I believe, but I also like want to respect other people and their minds and their opinions too. So I never really feel quite confident in saying like this is how it works. I will show you, I will show you evidence and I will show you this is my thought, but I can't really lock in, this is how the game works. I don't care what you say. So like I don't know if persuade people to believe what I say is what I would think it is. I think I'm more just here for the conversation.
Right.
Um and honestly, I just want to be wowed by other people, and I would love the feeling of wowing another person. I'm getting lost in my verbs here, but a lot of
Yeah.
wowing going on.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so I watched your video. Let's talk real quick about your video.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we're gonna rip this son of a bitch apart. All right, ready?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so at the very end, you show that little clip of Godwin, or what you think allegedly is Godwin. How did you find it? And let me know if you can. If it's not going to give away a video or something that you're working on, let me know what made you think it was God, or your connections of your ideas there. That's what's interesting to me. What makes you think that? How did you find it, and what makes you think it was Godwin?
Well, is the chair and that I saw it on, and I'm a real. I mean this in a loving way, so I don't want anybody to be offended when I say this, but I'm a real nerd with this stuff.
I'm offended.
Uh,
Ban this guy.
yeah, I'm sorry, man. Man, I really need to think about what I say before I say it. But I think ever since like the Dark Souls 3's days, where you go to the Cathedral of the Deep and you see the rugs thrown over the statues and the monument put in front of an older monument, and I'll just leave it at that. It made me really pay attention to like the details of iconoclasm and stuff that Miyazaki throws in, or at least their art team does, and really pay attention to the visual language of the game. I feel like they're not going to pay these people to make these decorations, to make these motifs, and not have it mean something. Like, hey, look at this, bro, for real. Like, and think about it. And I know that sounds hella deep, but I'm just gonna say the guy on it has a fishtail. So,
And now, and it's on a chair, isn't it? In the Halleck tree.
Yes, sir.
It's
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anybody can find this. You don't need a mod or anything. You just, with your telescope, look at a chair, and there's a carving of a man with a fishtail. And what? Oh, base serpent. Hold on, Bear. Let me put you on hold.
You.
I'm sure.
Loud and clear.
Let me get base serpent.
We'll talk about nothing anyway. Bring him on in.
All right. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right, we're gonna bring base serpent in real quick because he deserves it. We got him coming. Sorry, base serpent. Base serpent, are you there, bro?
I am. Yeah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we hear you, man. I told you I'd bring you in, and here you are, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Thank you. I guess you're at work, right? On Sunday nights?
That's true. I'm at lunch.
Oh, you're at lunch, dude. I'm thinking about changing this to Saturday nights because my kids want to come over on Sundays more often. So I'll let everybody know. But okay, man. So do you want to jump into the question of the week, or do you want to jump into whatever you want to go in while you're on lunch?
Let's do the question of the week.
All right. The question of the week, Base, is when you share your Elden Ring theories, is your goal to persuade others or just share ideas? Go ahead.
I mean, in a style typical of me, why can't both things be true? I do think that there is some amount of truth we can uncover, but it's just fun to imagine, right? Like we get the opportunity to frame and reframe and theorize until we like until we come up with that, until we do discover the truth. And if someone is persuaded or not, then we know that there's more work to be done, right? We can try again. I think that's where the fun is, right?
Okay. Well, for me, I mean, if you're asking me, it's not. Oh, what am I trying to say? It's not for me to persuade. I'm not trying to persuade anybody. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and I don't want to say that like when I come to you with an idea, my goal is that you have that idea and no other ideas in your head.
Uh-huh.
But like if I've made a theory well, right? If I've thought through all the implications, it should be compelling. It should be something that you like and want to work into your understanding of the game. And not that it's going to happen every time, but
Oh, I see.
that's the goal, right?
Okay. Well, okay. Well, maybe for you it is. I understand what you're saying, right? I think I'm somewhere in there. I'm somewhere in there what you said, because when I make something, I don't want you to believe it. I'm not trying to persuade you, but maybe make you think about something else, something different, to look at the world in a different point of view. And even if you can just toss away everything I said, right? That doesn't bother me. But my goal, I guess you could say, it is to make you ponder a little bit more. That's it. But
yeah, I mean, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I was just thinking about the worms theory. Like, we have a lot of, there's a lot of conflicting evidence in the game for all kinds of things, and being able to change your perspective on the game is valuable because
Yep.
it's like it lets you approach the relationships that we have in the characters and try to understand them more clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. True. I can't. I can't. Yeah, that's good. I agree with you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm glad. I think I do have a kind of wacky theory for you,
Oh, you do.
and I want you to yes, I want you
Let me get my
follow me
notebook.
down this
All right. All right.
follow me down this rabbit hole real quick.
I got my notebook ready. Turn the page ready.
We have so I have been a champion of the idea that America is really closely related to the snake,
Okay.
and maybe there's something to that. But there's also this kind of idea going on where snakes in Dark Souls and in Elden Ring specifically, if you look at the winged serpent statues around, are kind of closely related to dragons.
Right.
Um, and we have this idea that perhaps the ancient dragons were similar to beastmen, granted intelligence by the fingers, right? They have the five fingers to signify it, and we see the finger crowns on them.
Okay.
We also have the horn, claw, scale things from the Crucible. We kind of have in the past assumed that perhaps the Crucible is related to dragons, but I would offer that that perhaps the association is backwards, right? A
Hmm.
dragon is what happens to a snake when it is affected by the Crucible,
Oh shit.
and then an ancient dragon is what happens to a snake or a dragon when it is affected by the fingers.
Oh shit. That's really good.
And now we come back to America, and we have the whole thing going on with Farum Azula, where there's some old world, old lore lord that is usurped. Um, and we also have, and I am reminded of the Nox trying to create dragons and the Dragonkin soldiers, and the Glowmite Queen
Okay.
putting serpentine aspects in her children. And I wonder, like, what if we have this idea that Farum Azula is a long forgotten place, um, but it is like, what if the serpents that were once the serpents that were first affected by the crucible to become dragons, and the serpents that were affected by the fingers to become the ancient dragons, are those like what if America is related to that kind of primary um basically, what if America is a dragon, right? What if this idea is actually that the Lord, like the Lord that we see in Sigisax, um, right?
Hmm.
He's able to communicate with the greater will. We see the Elden Beast is very dragon coded. It breathes fire. It flies around. Does all this stuff.
Right.
What is the part that we're missing? Is that the reason that's the case is because America was a dragon, or in 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 some ways, like part dragon.
Hmm. All right. If she was a dragon, and do you mean like that she changed her form into the person like we see the dragon priestess? Or do you mean kind of like
Yeah.
a descendant of a dragon? What do you mean when you
Yeah.
say?
So I mean that like so if the Glowmite Queen and America are on opposite ends of the spectrum, and the Glow-Eyed Queen is very serpent-coated.
Uh-huh.
But there is some relationship between the two of them. The like the, we hear this kind of talk about traitor dragons and the dragons attacking the capital, and this idea of Baal betraying Placidusax, and like a very familiar story to the one that we experience in the main game, where there's there is there's like betrayal and kind of internecine tribalism at this kind of grand scale.
Hmm.
I'm saying, what if that, in the same way like we see Godwin, we have those theories where Godwin is the main character or the player character. What if this same cycle is not just repeating with like people who are similar but the same people, right? We have
Oh, okay.
Placidusax is the sun, and we have Placidusax is the sun, and now America is the sun. But it's actually like the same person, just kind of changing over and over and over again. So this dragon that was affected by the crucible that changed all this stuff. So this like it's the same story with the same people, just spiraling up and changing form, but
Changing
but the
forms.
same story.
Well, let's
Right.
see. Well, I think that would be a really cool idea, right? But um, I don't know how you would like back that up if you were to make that into like
Right.
a formal theory. But I've heard like I don't know. I tend not to think that America is this like really old for sure, but not like really old ancient being.
Mhm.
Uh, but because if you were going to do with that dragon theory, then how would you would have to come up with a reasonable way to reconcile when it says and Miyazaki says and FromSoft says and the lore says that you know that the Shadowlands was the first place that America took her first step, right? Was the first time she stepped into the lands between or something like that.
Right.
Um and if she was like this ancient dragon that's been around forever, then well, I guess you could make it
I mean,
work that she did it in the very, very distant past.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I think the 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 main problem is that there's not a whole lot to build off of from there. But I do think that this association, this kind of that with serpents and dragons in the Crucible is really interesting, and I think there's a way to carve that
Yeah.
into something for the future. I do like this idea that maybe America is a dragon. I'm one of the reasons why, like we always joke about Radagon being an anagram for a dragon, but like, what the hell would that mean?
Right. And that would mean that um that would explain why like Godwin has dragon features too then.
Right,
Okay.
right, right, exactly.
Hmm. Interesting.
So there's like one faction in this which is constantly changing and growing and being affected by the different things. It changes as the Crucible changes, it changes as the Earth Tree changes, it changes as the um whatever. And the other one is kind of still cleaving closer to the beginning, right? The other one is kind of cleaving closer to snakes, always back to that one.
Right.
But the other ones change as the powers change.
Hmm. I like it. I like this theory, man. I like it a lot. Uh, yeah. It needs yeah. It needs a little bit of work. Just a little bit, but it's very, very reasonable. And it's a good way to look at the dragons because if we I like that you flip the script on that the dragons are snakes that gained intelligence, right? That is
Right.
fascinating. And you know what? And with the way Elden Ring is, with always flipping the script and doing the reverse of what we expect, then that would definitely probably be true, man. That would definitely be true. That's a good idea,
Oh, I'm glad you could follow me down this rabbit hole.
man. Yeah, and it just gets a little bit muddy when you get to America, but I mean, you can always hammer that out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Massage it with a hammer,
Right. Yeah.
literally. Yeah, man.
Mhm.
I approve. That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
I like that, man.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Well, thanks for inviting me on. I want to let you get back to your guest because I didn't intend on cutting him off. I made sure to
No.
come in early this time.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. No, I let everybody at the beginning of this stream to let me know if when you jumped in, because I was going to move you in right away, man, because we didn't get to you last time.
All right. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. All right, we'll see you next time.
Next time.
Later, man. That was Base Serpent Cannon, everybody. The best. All right, let's bring Battle Royale back, and he can finish telling us about this Godwin thing. Yeah, because I really want to hear that, and I think we all should hear what he has to say on this first before he goes. Welcome back, Rattle Royale. Dang.
Holy buckets! Hello.
Yeah, welcome back, man. We're all waiting to hear this thing on Godwin, man. I don't know if you remember where you were, right? We were talking about the serpent guy on the chair and the Halleck tree, and everything like that. I think you were at the point where you were telling us what made you come to the conclusion that it was Godwin there.
Well, I was really just trying to sound really deep when
Oh, really?
I'm still working on that theory quite a bit, but honestly, it's mainly the fishtail parallel there.
Oh, pretty much it.
But yeah, just kind of embarrassed there. And if I could say something real quick, it's your show, but pardon me. What's his name? Base Serpent.
Base Serpent?
Yeah, bro, not a problem to interrupt me. That guy's a champion. He was so nice to me last night. Like, it was a great chat. Fella's cool. Super cool.
Thank you, Base.
Anyways, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. To be completely forthcoming, I think Tarnished Archaeologist had that theory at first where the Halleck tree kind of had a lot to do with the underworld based on those sculptures or afterlife underworld, the death process, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Because of the presence of those statues all over the place. And I do feel that, man, this is going to get a little all over the place, but these are just kind of nebulous, thoughts I'm trying to chain together here.
Uh-huh.
I think everything in this game story in this universe kind of runs in a cycle, and I think those cycles go through objects or beings, or in this case trees, such as the Erd tree. I think the Halleck tree at one point was a much larger structure. I mean, as obvious, like it looks like a busted tree, but at one point it was not a busted tree. And I think souls go through it. That's why you see remembrances. You get it says they're carved in the Erd tree when you get them. And I realize I'm hopping around a lot, but I'm just trying to say kind of like it's a cycle of things. Like when things in the real world, when things die, if they're left out, their nutrients go into the soil and grow back out as trees. And then, it just kind of cycles and cycles and cycles. And at some point, the cycle of losing your body and losing yourself was turned off at one point, and I think that's what death was, and so people can kind of retain their own personas that they've had up until this point into unforeseeable future eternity. I think that was the main thing about it, but that's kind of summing up a whole lot of blah 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 in one sentence, and that's a really obscure thing to say. Please go right ahead.
Oh, I was the same. It was good. I don't mind the rambling or jumping from one thing to one thing, because this is how you can see how somebody's mind's working and how they're making connections. And that for me is the exciting part. That's what keeps me interested, seeing how everybody's minds make connections to this and this and this and this and this and that over here. And because sometimes there's connections, most of the time there's connections I never even thought of, man. So yeah, so don't apologize for that. You know, you're good. No worries.
Well, cool. You're a very patient fella. But as far as the Godwin thing, I'm still working a lot on that, like in my mind, let alone any kind of YouTube video. Here's one for you,
Okay.
and for the chatter, for whoever may be interested, you know,
Okay.
until my turn is over. Two of these things can be these two things can be kind of found in the same place, or at least, you know, visual representation of them. And one of them has to do with proximity to the sky, this theory. So if you were to go to the stairway before the divine gate,
Okay.
it's above the clouds, and you take a look around.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here, let me start at a different place.
Okay.
If you were to go to the shaman village and take a look over at Anir Lim, you could see the divine gate from there.
Right.
It's shaped circular, like a bowl, like it's trying to catch something. It's very, very high in the air. If you were to then, you know, zip zap on over to the stairway up to the front door of the divine gate and take a look around, you'll see only a couple of other structures are up there. And I'm wondering if any kind of blessings, or any kind of, I don't know, receiving any kind of energy or presence from the gods or from an outer god or whatnot, depends on how close to the sky that you are.
Oh.
You could see the arch of the Shadow Keep is shaped like a bowl. It's way on up there in the air.
Mm-hmm.
This divine gate is shaped like, you know, half of a crucible, or a crucible split open.
Mm-hmm.
And it's way up in the air. Furthermore, you could see it at the top of a giant spiral, as if they've just been trying to move it higher and higher, as if it got moved there just to be higher. Like the city of Anir Lim seems to be built higher into the air. You can see even more spirals that are incomplete,
Right.
as of this point in the game. Maybe it's kind of a, for lack of a better term, a race
Mm-hmm.
or competition.
Oh,
you
like
know,
a space race.
Yeah, to get closer to the sky, to be the ones to receive, you know, most of the blessings and such. And
Interesting.
the other thing I've been kind of thinking over are these mysterious three figures that you see a lot in Bellarat and in Anir Lim, and actually their statues are right there at the Divine Gate.
Oh,
Same
those
place.
saints, or those wise men or whatever.
Yeah, the chick with the book,
Yeah.
the dude with the beard, and the guy with the Lord Farquaad haircut.
Yep.
That are just chilling. And in a lot of places, you'll see there are 4 or 5, but it's the Farquaad haircut guy that's always kind of repeated.
That is true.
So I think it's a base of
I think
3.
I think Boss has decided that they're like some type of saints, or some council or something like that. Because there's nothing on them, but they're definitely repeated a lot of places, and even like the Lands Between has some of them. If you see, you'll see some of them, or an image of one on the carriage in Lindell, on one of the doors of the carriage, and then you'll see some. I think you'll see. I think over there near the Godwin Dynasty area. Oh, no, he's not talking. He's not talking about the Arbiters of Halo. He's not talking about those yet. But yeah, those little carvings are, yeah. There's I think there's some like that in the base game as well. And man, we've talked about those on streams for like 2 hours one time. We just don't know what to make of them, but they're definitely significant because they're repetitive.
I agree with you. I think maybe they may differ from the reliefs, the statues we see in Lendale and in the Lands Between, because clearly Land of Shadow is an older place, at least to me. Clearly, Land of Shadow is kind of an older place, and so as these incarnations go through time, these symbols go through time, I think they're kind of changed up, like words going down a chain of people playing telephone.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I didn't mean for it to sound like they were the same figure, but they're definitely two different cultures with their own set of saints, you could say.
Pardon me.
Yeah, no problem.
they're a bunch of like lamps and candle holders that depict a boat, 3 people in a boat. And if you go down underground by the Grand Cloister and look up at the relief of the wall, there are 3 people next to crops. I think these 3 were pretty important at one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as the advent of that culture at the time. But what really gets my brainstem sparking is, what is the dude with the beard holding? Looks like a
Like a,
key, maybe like a
I thought it was like a
death's
scepter,
poker or something.
something.
Yeah,
He's holding something
but
in his hand.
but they went to the trouble of putting it in its hand. And we all know what a book looks like. We all know what a sword looks like. What is this thing? And so that's kind of been one of my searches. Like one of the symbols I've been trying to find a repeat of, like similar to my whole blue white shield thing, trying to find these pictures, these different pieces of art in the world itself to see if I can correlate them
Right.
and see if that's kind of telling us what's going on, connecting some dots.
Good luck. Good luck. That, I mean, a lot of
Hey,
people
man,
try that.
keeps the hamster on the wheel.
Exactly, man.
That's all.
What was it like the other night? I don't know if you were there, but we also found those same pictures of this wise men in Midra's manse, and I think it was Boss, maybe Nostal, maybe Jackal, or maybe
what's
Glow
up
in the
with
Dark.
that,
It
man?
said that it might have been one of those. May have been Midra.
I wasn't there for that stream. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually a pretty good idea.
yeah, could have been Midra. Let's
Makes
see.
sense.
As for the spiral, the thing real quick, anything with a bowl shape near the great trees or the air trees, I would say they're probably there to collect the sap or funnel it somewhere. And as for the Aenear limb spiral, I would have to agree with Nossel. It's definitely inspired by the Tower of Babel. I've heard that also, that they were trying to reach the gods,
100%.
you know. But
100%. Yeah, in complete intention. I mean,
yeah,
even all they're talking about the spiral is like, is it in an item description talks about one day reaching the gods,
yeah,
something like that.
yep. But yeah, that's
So
pretty much
what
it.
kind of fuels? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh no, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was just no, I was just saying that's what kind of fuels my idea that like maybe it's almost literal.
Ah,
Maybe they're trying to get as high up there. You know, like it was all right with the bowl, like the Shadow Tree chalice at one point just laying there, but that's obviously been ignored for quite a long time.
right.
And you
Yeah.
know, perhaps these wars are just kind of pushing these structures higher in the air.
Right.
That's all I
Destroying them.
got on that, man.
All right then, man. Well, I'll let you go, and we'll talk to you in Discord and stuff, man. I'll be around all the time.
Hey, appreciate you.
Hey. Before you leave, I look forward to your next video, man. It was really good. Your first one. I look forward to the next one.
Thank you kindly. You're very nice. You're very nice.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, sure. I'm cooking.
All right. Thanks. All right. Later.
Later, bro.
All right. Next we have Brent Flood. I think Bryn Flood. I wonder if hope he's still there. Bryn Flood, I'm bringing you in. Bryn Flood. Right here. Bryn Flood, are you there, man?
Can you hear me? Let me turn your stream off.
All
There
right.
you go. You hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, man. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. Just chilling, killing time, having fun, talking about Elden Ring. How about you?
Yes, sir. I was watching football earlier, and now I'm done watching football for the season.
Hell yeah. So do you want to start with the question of the week, or do you just want to jump into something?
My question of the week's quick, so sure, I can give you my response.
All right. The question of the week is, when you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or just to share ideas?
I mean, I guess really more of the second one, but half the time I'm really just more interested in responses, like, like, not even necessarily building consensus, but just hearing other people's takes, because it could change mine. Because I mean, and I mean, obviously it's intentional, but they've left so many gaps in the lore for us to fill in. Like, I mean, the biggest one, and it's like, it's gonna be later. Well, I'll get to it later. But I mean, they've left so many gaps in there intentionally that, like, I'd rather hear how people's brains work on it, and maybe even know that they can, help me form a better theory, versus just like, oh, I'm right and you guys are gonna convince me. Because I mean, I'm not I haven't gone through the item descriptions on the level of like, you know, anyone who's actually tried to make a YouTube channel on it. I'm a guy who's played the game. I've done a bunch of co-op playthroughs. I've occasionally read some item descriptions. I've seen some things that stood out after a video, and you know, that's about it. So I'm more of a fan of lore tubers than I am of like a lore guy, I guess. So as a result, I'm just more like I want the conversation.
Fantastic. You sound like me, man. You sound like me. Good job. Great, man. All right. So, what would you like to discuss?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't have like a bunch of evidence or even like a specific like my version of a theory so much as, you know, I tried to go through like y'all's little lore channels in Google to see if we had like a community consensus on the Glowmite Queen, and we didn't. But more importantly than Gek, but it ties into it. I guess my question is more, what do you think? Like, what do you think the order was right before the cutscene where Marika took over, like the trailer we got where Marika was like pulling the stuff out of presumably whatever was there before and becoming
Uh,
a god. You
okay.
know what? Who was in charge before?
Uh,
Because then an order should be a god and a lord. So who was the god? Who was the lord?
who was the god and who was the Lord? All right. Well, just to be clear, let me state this first. In the trailer that you spoke of, I don't believe that's America. I believe it's Radigan. Um, so just starting there because you know yes, it's got like this blondish red hair, blonde like strawberry blonde, but we also know that Radigan changed his hair to blonde when he became Elden Lord. And we also see that the person that's standing at the gates is also not wearing the top, right? He's open chest or whatever. He's definitely a male. That's how Radigan's always depicted, with his chest out, unlike Marika, who's always covered up because she's a queen. But so I believe that's Radigan that we see. And on yesterday's stream, I believe that what we saw there is the bodies that you find at the gate of gate of divinity, right? If you look there in the sand, you'll see that the bodies are all like these wrapped in these cloths. So now that it makes sense, because I've seen a lot of videos that say that the bodies are that whatever it was either like a cloth bag or something like that, or an eyelid, because you know they're stitching. And so if they're stitching, that tells me it's cloth of some type or leather or whatever, right? So we see Radigan or America pulling out that string, that golden stuff, right? And a lot of people think it's threads and things, but to me, when they hold it up, right, like we hold it up, we don't know what the rune arcs. I think that's rune arcs or great arcs or whatever they're called in game. They look like in our pocket, right? We don't know what they look like in our pocket, but when we hold it up, they look like the same thing that Radigan's holding at the Gate of Divinity. So I believe, and those rune arcs are part of the Elden Ring. They're broken shards. So that tells me the Elden Ring was already broken in this cutscene. Radigan is becoming a god at that time because he's already usurped America as much as he can. So he needs to consolidate his power, and that's what we see. And that's what I see. And with as for your part of the answer about who was the Lord, who was the God, I believe that that recipe to make a god is not the same recipe that America used, or that whatchamacallit Radigan was using. I believe there's multiple ways to make a god, and just because we see this one way does not mean it's the only way, right? If it was a secret rite, I mean, there's somebody figured out another way. If it's a secret, if America didn't follow that, right? So that's where I lean with that. So when people ask, like you ask, who is the Lord and stuff, and who would usher, I'm not sure I fall into that line of thinking. But if I did fall into that line of thinking, I would say that, like, perhaps, you know, it was America doing all those three things, if you believe that she was one and the same with Radigan and stuff. So it would be like the Lord to usher in was Radigan, the God was America, and then the Elden Beast or the Elden Ring itself was the next component, because we see Mikla become a god without needing the Elden Ring. So we know we don't need the Elden Ring to be a god. So it could have been the Elden Beast. It could have been the Glowmite Queen as well, because she was an Empyrean, right? And just because it says that Malekith defeated her, the word defeat's pretty vague. It doesn't say killed, doesn't say destroyed, it doesn't say murdered or anything. This, you can defeat somebody in a fist fight. All we know is that she's missing, and she could be Marika's body that we see hung up. Marika could have inhabited her body, and her soul is now gone, and Marika is using the body of the Glowmite Queen, or maybe the Elden Beast. But that's if you believe that. To me, if we followed the recipe that Mikla used, it was Radigan, the Elden Beast, and Marika. But that's me.
Okay, wow. Okay.
But
Very cool.
but I don't believe that. I believe that it's Radigan that we're seeing, and when we hear Letta's, her monologue in that, it's she's speaking there. You got to look at it in the reference that, what we're seeing visually may not actually meet up with what we're being told, at the same time, right? Because she says in the beginning, well, the beginning, I mean, there was an Elden Star. It doesn't show us that. What beginning? If it's showing us Radigan becoming the god of the seduction, he seduced Marika. Maybe Marika seduced him, and that's why he went back to her, or not back to her, or ran off with her, or went to her, because she did seduce Radigan with power. Like, hey, you don't have to be a king consort for Liurnia, this little, backwoods country. You can be king consort of everything. You could be Elden Lord because you're a champion, and I could control you. But I don't know. That's my headcanon. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's I mean, I don't, I'm not even disagreeing or anything. Just I need to. I think we need some expansions on that from you, because that sounds really interesting too. So yeah, that's cool.
Maybe
I
I'll
guess
make
the
a
only thing I
video.
wanted- Yeah. So the only thing I was thinking, like the only thing I kind of wanted to add is, like, when you're talking about the formula for a god being, I guess there could be a lot of different ones. I agree with that, and I mean, I think whether you want to consider it the greater will or the one great, or I guess it probably would have been the greater will, someone clearly wasn't happy with how Marika did ascend, because that's what the meteor containing the Elden Beast was about. Because it came down with the Elden Ring saying, "Hey, this is the order now." Like, there was an initial, she formed something, and it was what was it? It was just gold without order or something.
Right. Or
So her ascension was, always improper, at least in the eyes of the greater will.
you know what? That would make sense, because if Mitra came first, right? Or Mater, whatever, I can't say her name. Whatever. If she came first,
Yeah.
and the fingers were assigning Empyreans and stuff like that and making, quote, gods, right? And then Marika became one, and then she didn't want to give up the right to be god or something like that. And then the greater will would probably be like, hey, boom, here's the Elden Beast. This is, Captain America. He's here to set everything straight, or whatever. Or, he does the superhero landing, and he's like, I'm here, and things just go sideways from there, because we know that the reason the world has went to crap is because America did not want to give up her power. You're only supposed to rule for like 1,000 years, and she's like,
I think
exceeded that.
I think it's less even her power and more just she didn't want to. She had witnessed so much death of shamans that she didn't want to give up the. She didn't want to give up, basically the way she had gotten rid of death. She didn't want to have death come back and be a thing, because she had witnessed too many people she had cared about die before
Uh-huh.
she became a god. That her ascension and getting rid of the rune of death was a key component of it, and that's also what very clearly screwed the world, because the cycles hurt it as time and time went on, and it's just gotten worse and worse. And also the end of wars hurt too.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%, man. I mean, yeah, I agree with that. Removing death tore up the world, and it's probably something she shouldn't have done. Let me ask you this. Do you think that the rune of death and destined death are the same thing, or two separate pieces of of the Elden Ring.
You know, I've definitely always thought they were like basically two names for the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Like, and I even think that like over time there might even be like certain things that are called the same, called different things and have slightly differing properties, but are still kind of just like fulfilling the same role, and I guess are just basically that thing's equivalent, depending on like that time period. Because you know, the Elden Ring, or whatever you want to call it, in the period before America's reign, it shapes reality. It controls the rules of reality. So there's a possibility that Ghost Flame and Black Flame could even be identical, and that
Mhm.
Ghost Flame only worked in a previous Elden, like in a previous like laws of reality cycle,
Right.
versus Black Flame.
I can see that. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me ask you one more question. Do,
sure.
do you believe that the Elden Ring was broken before America broke it? Do you think it was broken once before? I mean, let me clarify. Do you think it was broken once before and then repaired when America became, sometime when America became a god, she had an already collected Elden Ring again?
So I know we've seen there's that one very wild looking Elden Ring in, like, you know, around Placidus Sax's area and things like that. Is there another proto Elden Ring besides the one that's on the game logo? Because for me, I would want another proto Elden Ring to like firmly say, oh, it's been shattered multiple times.
I don't think so. I think it's just
Okay.
the Farah Missoula one. And
Yeah.
hmm,
Hmm.
something to
I
think
don't know.
about.
I'm not sure on that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I could definitely be convinced on that. Like, especially with Elden Ring theories. Like, I'm not, I'm not someone where I need to be right.
Oh, okay. Well, that was last week's question, I believe, and I'm in the camp that believes that it was broken before, or it was already
Mhm.
it was taken apart and broken apart,
See,
taken apart, maybe.
I think it's pretty much undeniable that the Erd Tree's been aflame multiple times before Melina.
Hmm. That's true. I believe that. And the only reason I believe that the Elden Ring was taken apart before was because
Mhm.
the Glowmine Queen had the Rune of Death already.
Yeah, the way they like just did not get us enough Go My Queen lore in DLC was just, oh, it hurts. I got
Yeah.
Velka was the Dark Souls equivalent, right? Velka was the
Oh.
one where we didn't get enough of anything. They
Yep.
like really ripped us off on Velka. So
Yeah, and that's why I try to like kind of stay away from the Glowmine Queen, because I'm 100%
right.
like you. I believe it's a Velka character, and I thought that Godwyn is going to be a Velka character. Well, I know Godwyn's going to be a Velka character, and I also thought that Mikla was going to be a Velka character. That because the game is so much grander in scope that we would have multiple characters that we wouldn't have answers to, and I think that's so it's going to be like Radigan, Velka, not Velka, sorry, Glowmite Queen, and Godwyn are going to be these like central characters that we don't have any answers to, you know, and it's going to drive me crazy. I'm drinking my coffee.
Yeah, I was pretty confident they were going to do some sort of Nicholas Griffith thing, but I was still disappointed with specifically how they handled it with Radon.
Whoa, whoa, what? Okay, tell me. Why were you disappointed?
Well, it butchers the character of Radon to me. Like, to me, Radon that we knew from the first one, you know, I guess we thought he loved battle, but we also thought like he was, you know, honorable, and you know, part of why we did the festival was to kill him off, and then to find out that he really is just a battle maniac, and that he's happy basically essentially being brought back as a mindless drone for Mikola to piggyback ride while he fights us on him. It's like, it to me somehow makes Radon lesser in both versions we encounter him because of that. Like, it's
Interesting.
such a diminishment of Radon
You
to
you
me.
you don't think that he was McLested? He was trying that he didn't want to be the king consort, and that's why they killed him. And
Well,
do you think, because let's think about it, if a person
See, I
is
did think that for a long time.
because a person can want peace and an honorable death, you know, like there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, he could be an aspect of him could be like Freya, and the other one could be like what's his name, Joran. What's it, that his name that describes him?
Jiren,
Jurin.
something like
It
that.
could be both
Jiren.
those aspects in one person, and maybe he did make this promise to be his brother's consort, but after the life that Radon lived, about learning about things in Celia and magic, and learning that about the space invasion of alien invasion and all the stars were coming to take over the world, he was holding up the stars, basically holding the stars back so they would stop coming. So now he has a reason not to become Elden Lord, because now he has this duty to stop the stars. Because if he's fearing in his heart, if he gets killed, if he becomes Elden Lord, he can't do this. He's going to have to stop, and the world's going to get under attack again. And so Melania and Mikla, and they're like, oh, well, he promised we got to go kill kill him, and we'll make him. And so they kill him out of selfishness for their own ends. And Radon is this tragic hero who thought he made a promise to his little brother, and then found out that he couldn't keep it because he had a greater purpose. And then in the end they kill him, and he's now just a mindless husk, because we see at the end this raging red flame coming off of Radon, and then it turns into this golden thing as he comes under Mikla's power of his god power, whatever it is, right? It changes to golden, and it's like, oh shit, he's under control. He has no will anymore. And that's the way I see it.
Yeah, and so like I've been back and forth on a lot of it. Like I definitely that initial cut scene where you beat the DLC and he's like, "Brother, I am going to become a god." I always took that literally as like from Orgasmo, where Chota Boy tells his dad, where Chota Boy and Orgasmo tells his dad, "Hey Dad, I'm not gonna do hamster style anymore." Okay, buddy. I always thought that was Radon's response, but then I've seen videos from people like Scummage Infa and Vati, and Scummage Infa is actually the better one on this, I think. Where that not only did they cover like the like reading the lip sync on the cutscene, and it's like Mikola waits or something when Melania talks to him. Like it seems like whatever it was, whether it was just a chance to battle Melania, a chance to be his king consort, or something, it really seems like the developers intended Radon to consent. And if Radon does consent without any Mikola charming or anything, that to me really, really just destroys his character and, makes that part of the DLC extremely disappointing for me. Thankfully, Shaman Village and some other parts make up for that.
Well, I would say don't believe that one. Don't believe that one, because I don't believe that one. I don't think he's willingly doing it. I don't, not for 1 second. Not for 1 second.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go with that, then it's less upsetting. But yeah, I mean, it's more upsetting if you're like a really big Radon fan, I guess. But less upsetting to me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a Radon fan, but I do see it as a tragic story of somebody who was protecting the world, and then in his quest to protect the world, he lost. He's a tragic hero, and we end up killing him, and we thought we were doing it for our ends, and we end up being the player themselves are being manipulated themselves. It's a big manipulation game, and that's another fascinating aspect too, that we're all just playing into Mikla's hand.
For sure, man. All right. Well, I think you got at least one more person in queue, so I'll let you get to them.
All right, then. Well, I'll let you go. You have a great night, man.
Yeah. You too.
Thank you.
See you.
All right, let's see. All right. Dun, dun, dun. I think the next person is going to be not Godwin, and he looks like he's going to have the last call here, unless somebody else jumps in. Here we go. Oh, let me set this up. The one, the only, the great. Oh, hold on. The great Lord Theorist, not Godwin. Welcome.
Hi.
How you doing, man?
Great. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Hold on. Let me adjust the levels here. All right. Okay, go ahead. Let's see.
I'm here. It's a wonderful Sunday night with you.
Oh, thank you, man. How you doing?
Great, great. My third video went just as well as I hoped it would.
Did you already release it?
Yeah, you saw it. You left a comment, man. You loved it. It was the Night and Flame one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was Annie Nipu. Oh, see, y'all were okay. I see how it is. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I collaborated. Oh no, I collaborated with her to make a video. She also made a sister video as well. We kind of got peanut butter in our chocolate in our peanut butter. You know. That's
Oh, see, because I was looking like for another video that was coming out on your channel, and not okay. I see how it is. She had the next one. Yeah, both of those were really good, man.
Oh no, I made a third channel for my video. A third video for my channel.
Oh,
mixed up.
yeah. Like now you're getting me all confused, man. I only have a high school education. Calm down. Well, would you like to start with the question of the week, or would you want to just jump into something? All right. Question of the week. When you share your Elden Ring theories, is it your goal to persuade others or just to share ideas?
This is tricky for me because I've always been spouting my personal creed is to believe in nothing, entertain everything. You know what I mean? Like try to just at least play around with such ridiculous ideas. Like always ask what makes you say that. You know what I mean? Just try to lend respect to the people making these ideas and stuff like that. But then I get kind of hypocritical, and sometimes I get too attached to ideas just because no one believes in them, or they're so outlandish, or it's just an angle that we've never seen the Elden Ring before. Basically, it's always like there's this great saying of there's three men in the dark with an elephant. One touches the trunk and says it's a snake. One touches its leg and says it's a tree. One touches the tail, and I forget what the tail guy says, but what you know what I mean? It's like we're all just looking at this one object from different angles, and we're all seeing different things. Really.
Hold on one second. Everybody's saying that you're a little low. Let me turn you up.
Oh, sure.
All right. Go ahead. Do testing. Say that.
testing. 3, 2, 1.
Everybody hear him? Okay. 1 second.
Oh.
All right. All right. You're good now. I guess you give us your answer one more time. I'm sorry.
No problem. I've always believed in the believe nothing, entertain everything. That way you don't get wrapped up in dogmatic views, and you try to respect even the craziest, wackiest ideas. But sometimes I just kind of get hypocritical and get too emotionally invested in some ideas I have, and I'll defend them when I shouldn't be defending them, really, because we all have our own sort of views. We all come away with a different view of the Elden Ring.
True. So when somebody, why do you feel like you need to defend it though? When that point comes, what's running through your head or your emotions?
I think it's all due to how we as people get taken seriously in lives. Sometimes our personal lives do interfere with how people try to view how at least we view others, and how we think that they respect us. And I've always said that there's three of us. There's the person that everyone else knows. There's the person that you know. And there's the person that you really are.
Interesting.
And it's and I believe that people get super insecure about how people view them, obviously, because that's just a human trait. We want to fit into the tribes.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Oh, I like your idea. It's kind of psychological, talking about like the id and the ego and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that. Good answer, man. Good answer.
Yeah, I always try to catch myself while writing my scripts. I'll just type out "I believe," and then I was like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to believe anything. That's like my motto." Oh damn.
Yeah, don't believe in nothing, man. You got to be, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be
Gotta
like
keep it loosey
water.
goosey.
Yeah, be like
Exactly.
water.
Exactly.
Well, I don't
Gotta
know how
fit every
the.
vessel.
There you go. Exactly. If you see a stone, you got to go around it, or over it, or under it. Whatever Bruce Lee said. Be like water.
Yes.
I think he said it.
Fun fact about those round rock items that you throw at people, they are actually ancient construction methods of trying to straighten out a river, because if a river kind of goes way too windy, it'll actually run into itself and create kind of like these snipped off little horseshoe lakes. And they're actually not great. I think they're either not great for agriculture or they're amazing for agriculture. I hear mixed things. It's weird. But
Right. I think
rivers are important.
yeah, they are, and I think I've heard that they're good because it helps build up like nutrients and settlements and like that plants need to build up there instead of washing away really fast. But
Yeah, that's what I heard. But then you also get like the bad sediments, like metals and stuff.
well, heavy metals and stuff like that, that's a human product mostly.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. Maybe it's us trying to solve this
Yeah.
problem we already made. I love how the invention of soap came from sacrifices in the river and stuff, and like human body fat came down from upstream just to like clean clothes that were like downstream. That's insane.
Yeah.
I really wanted to talk to you about your worm theory though, because I think about that all the time.
Oh God. Okay, tell me, man. I'm ready to listen. I saw that video that you sent me about the clip it from the book, and I was
Yeah,
that was amazing.
yeah. Do you mind explaining?
Yeah. So like, what was the name? What was it? It was oh God. Let me look up the chat real quick. It was okay. It was Septon Barth's Arya's Autopsy from I guess it was one of the Game of Thrones books. And so in this audio portion of the book on YouTube, right? It was he was describing doing an autopsy on this. I guess it was a princess or something, and she was starting to like. She was having a fever and she was alive at first, and then something inside her started to crawl and started to move, and she started to heat up, and she began to boil from within, and then she burst open, and inside were all of these parasitic worms, right? But they weren't like normal worms. In the audiobook, it was describing them as they were worms with faces, and they had like malformed little arms and legs, and I was like, oh my God, this is straight up, it's Metro's worms and the rest of an ear and limb, and then excuse me, I'm dying, a worm, and then not God when he sent me a picture of the little ghost worms, or the big ghost worms that we see in the Shadowlands, that they have faces and they have little arms, and if you watch Bonfire VN, God bless his soul, he's got like little feet underneath the ground, and it's like a straight one, almost, I guess you could say, a 1-for-1 from the Game of Thrones book. I assume it's a Game of Thrones book to Elden Ring, and it blew my mind, and that's what happened.
Yeah, it's definitely not the Arya we know, so that's not a spoiler or anything like that. It's like one of the ancient Targaryen princesses named Arya, spelt with like 2 A's and 2 E's. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll you know what? I'll post it in the Discord if anybody wants to listen to it. It's about 11 minutes long. It is amazing.
Very spooky, yeah.
Yeah, I was eating a pizza while I was listening to it.
Oh, geez. You know how we were talking about that worm shape around the 2 statues in Anir Lim?
Right.
That we also see that somewhere else on Horned Tragoth's gauntlets. You know, the horned scent. Horned Tragoth is the guy who actually helps us out fighting the magma worm, and it's also the assassination that Patches gives us.
Right. Oh, he has that too. Is that what's coming in and out of his body? Oh,
If you check out, if you check out his gauntlets, it looks like there's horn-like worms wrapping around the gauntlets, and I've only noticed this because I had to draw a picture of Banoon's character who had those same gauntlets.
Oh, really? Oh man, next time I'm in game, I'm gonna have to look. Well, I'm in game now, but wrong character. But I'm gonna check that out.
Oh
That
hell yeah!
that sounds amazing, dude. Dude,
I've always
Go ahead.
said that the horns on the back of drakes, like the lesser dragons, they kind of look like fingers as well.
dude, I'm telling you, everything is infected. Everything's infected, man. Kind of like man. I don't know, man. I don't want to go. I don't want to get too deep, but I'm getting deep into it. That there is a lot of parasitic infection stuff going on in Elden Ring that it's just hinting towards us, man. Like, oh man, like the whole Crucible, I think could have been like a nesting egg place or something. Because if everything's mixed up and horns and everything, what if they were just dragging creatures there and infecting them and then releasing them with their horns coming out? And they weren't horns; they were just, these, worms that were like hard. I don't know, man. Because
Yeah, worm casts. Yeah.
yeah, because that work, sometimes we have to deal with the sewer and stuff like that at work, and there's like these worms that are in the sewer that have shells, and I'm like, what is this? And to me they look like they should be soft, but they have like a black shell around them, man. And so that's what started making me think when a long time ago that these I don't know, bro. I don't know there's more to it than just gods and magic, dude. There's like aliens and infections and maybe it's like demon alien infection or dimensional. I don't know. It's crazy. Silkworms.
If you check out the Drake set, like the Drake Hunter set, it looks like the horns are literally bursting out of the armor.
Yes, dude. Yes. Yes, I love that. I love that armor piece too, because when you take off the cloak, man, it just looks tight as hell. It's like a badass set. But yeah, that shoulder piece, the pauldron with the horns, or I guess the infection out of it. I mean, and it just is. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when I get ready to write my book on Elden Ring lore, it's going to be Elden Ring, the infection. it's going to be crazy.
I hope the Dung Eater has nothing to do with this.
Oh God. Well, I mean, probably not. Probably because I don't know. Could be, and like maybe the omens are like this instead of being infected by like an outer god or something like that, or the Crucible, they're actually like just born with this infection. Kind of like a kid born with what is that, like with chicken pox or something? Not that it's the same thing, but you can be born with an infection of some type. I don't know. It's the infection. Oh, you know what else? Talking about that, I'm sorry to leap, but I was watching Tarnished Archaeologist video. Somebody had posted the video earlier. I think it was a Jackal, I think, or something like that. About what was it? What was it? Oh, it was I think it was the golden hair and the fishtail. Yeah, no, with Youth Mind. Megamind had posted this video, and it was going through the Estelles, right? And talking about the Estelles and the different colored segments and stuff. And you know what I noticed? And I'm not sure because he didn't, Tarnished Archaeologist didn't make a connection or bringing up in that video, but that orange section of his tail, the orange orb, kind of looks like the orb that Renala has, the amber egg. It's like almost like the same color, but and I had to take a screenshot because I wanted to remember to look at it later. That perhaps that amber egg isn't really like an amber egg or America's womb like I had thought before, but a piece of an Estelle, the golden piece of the Estelle. So, but I have to look at it. I have to look. It was amazing.
Yes, there's even a cut content item where we actually get the amber egg.
Is there really? And where is it?
Yeah. Where do we get it?
Yeah. Don't tell me where the content.
No.
Oh,
I've no. Do you mean the cut content or like the actual
Yeah, like
where we would have gotten the amber egg in the game?
exactly. Yeah, where would we have gotten the egg?
Oh, probably from Bernala, I imagine, but I don't know for sure. I
Oh.
just know what it looks like, and like sometimes these things are named.
Oh, I thought it was going to give us an origin of where Radigan got the egg. See, because at this point now, I suspect that Radigan may have got it from an Estelle. Either had killed one or found one dead or something. The color, well, at least on my phone, it matches really good, man. And it's also an orb type thing. So I don't know, man. I might have to post it on the Discord and let the Inquisitors take it apart and destroy my theory, which they're good at. I mean,
For sure, I love talking about the amber egg.
yeah.
I also wanted to bring up the whole heartworms thing again.
Okay, tell me.
How like Bale and Rykard might actually fit so deep into your worm theory. Like, I think this is really onto something.
Okay.
Because just like those worms you found in the sewer, George R. R. Martin really loves to incorporate North America's weird ecological sort of gems into Elden Ring for sure. Like the horn scent is kind of a weird disease where horny growths have grown on like jackrabbits and stuff in the States.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Callisto posted a picture of that on the Discord.
Yeah, and he's always been such a hardcore anti-theist that like he's kind of positioning the gods as parasites.
Oh really? Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now.
Yeah, if you think about it, germs are kind of like gods of the olden days. They would be invisible forces that completely change everything.
Right. Oh yeah. That's true. They could cause plagues and everything, and they could change the color of water, and interesting.
Yeah, and
No-
I'm glad
no
you brought up
offense-
the spirit eels.
Yeah. No offense to anybody who believes in the
Yeah, of course.
in that stuff.
Like to each their own. I feel like there's always we all need some sort of something like that, some sort of guidance.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Oh no, I'm saying I'm so glad you brought up the spirit eels because I have no idea what's up with the spirit eels. I don't know why we have spirit jellyfish in the lands between and why we have spirit eels in the Shadowlands. Like,
Wow, I have no idea, man. I've heard one theory saying that the spirit jellyfish are all the children, the dead children of,
yeah,
and and that seems to work because of what's her name, Larulia or whatever her name is, the sisters. And as for the eels, man, I figured they were just some crazy stuff that Miyazaki and the team were smoking, and they were like, it'd be funny. Let's put this shit in there. But now that you showed me that part of the book, now I know they got inspired by that.
yeah. They're a specific type of worm that like throws out all of its innards as an attack. Like how they attack by like throwing out all of these like multiple tongues. The spirit.
Oh yeah, all that flagellance and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's a worm that's in the States for sure. I hope anyway.
I think they're called dang, I forget what they're called. Stoxiliates.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Yep. They let out little things and they catch smaller things to eat, especially like feces and other things. It's gross.
Yeah, I was curious if the spirit eels might have something to do with the lamprey because like lampreys are slightly related to eels. It might be that we're seeing the spirits of the lampreys, if the lampreys have spirits or if they're converted humans. I don't know. Some people feel like they are converted humans that ate the nostrum. The nostrum drives me insane, by the way, because the nostrum means fake medicine, so it's like the placebo effect.
Oh shit. I didn't know that. Dude, the whole concept that the lampreys may be people just blows my mind. I don't even know where to go with that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh God, what a horrible world to live in. I mean, because I don't know. Well, you know what? Let me ask you this. What if all those lampreys were shamans or Newman people? You know, because they ate that fake finger stuff or whatever, and now their body absorbed it without their acknowledgement or whatever, and they just turned into these creatures, and it's just like it's it's just a tragic consequence of them just living life, you know, and not
Yeah, like a fusion of alien and shaman.
yeah, and not something that they did intentionally, and you know, and that's why they keep themselves separated from the world and stuff.
That would explain their luscious hair.
It's I don't know, man. It's oh God, these guys. I don't know.
Everything shaman has to have crazy good hair.
It's all God. Godwin. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about hair. I went bald years ago, bro. Dang.
No, it's cool. Just because you lost your fuzz doesn't mean you're not a peach, bro.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You're nice. You're nice. This is how you get number 1 on the Inquisition list, y'all. Compliments.
Oh, while I'm here, I wanted to tell you about my 4th upcoming video.
Okay.
It's about magma and Rykard and Bale and the magma worms.
Really? Okay. I look forward to it. When will it? When do you think you'll be done, or you'll release it?
I wish I could say.
Oh, good grief.
I don't want to get myself in trouble with that.
Okay. All right. So 6 months from now, ladies and gentlemen, within 6 months, maybe.
Hopefully not.
Maybe.
Hopefully not.
With 2026, it's the year of not Godwin. He's going to come out with more videos. How about that? That's better. It gives you all year to do what you need to.
Yes. It's gonna be about Raider's different drip, like why he dresses like a goat and hippo.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yeah.
That's real good. That's real good. I look forward to that one. More stuff from Night Rain, the better, in my opinion, because I hate that game. It's just not the game for me, man. But you know, I gotta love the lore though. It's there somewhere, and other people will find it.
I had to see it for myself. I had to, no pain, no gain, honestly.
Oh God, yeah. You're a strong man. Strong man.
No, I got carried like everyone else.
Oh really? Oh, thank you. Okay, yeah. Good. He's an average man from an average home. That's good. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'm so glad you're doing a great job with this show, man. I love it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's a work of passion. Is that the word? A work of love, passion, love. One of the two. It keeps me busy, man. Because you know, it's just me in this apartment, so it's nice. It's nice, and it's nice streaming and hanging out with people and stuff like that. And it's nice to have the Discord, the chit chat, and you know, talk to people, even if it's Nostal, even if it's him. I still like to talk to him. But yeah, man, it's great, man. It's great. It's a great thing. It's great. I don't know. I keep saying that because it's great. I can't express it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I like, you know, like the let me like the Erdtree or the minor Erdtree video that I did. Man, I did that like really impromptu, right? Because I was like, man, I can't just have a week with not a lore video. Because you know, that morning I made the other video and I was like, I should do something more. I felt like it, so I did that real quick, and I went to bed thinking that nobody was gonna like it. But dang it, man, it's a lot of people liked it, watched it. I was like, wow, that's good. and I don't know, it's nice. It's nice. That's all. I was just really surprised. That's all I'm saying. I'm just really surprised. I'm really surprised about like that the whole channel, the whole Golden Inquisition, all of it's just that it's resonating with so many people. I mean, and you know what else surprises me too, is that a lot of people are like, oh, I like the chill atmosphere or the laid back or the openness and stuff. And I think to myself, where are these people coming from that they shouldn't aren't isn't every place like this? And I know Reddit's not. I know Reddit's full of toxic people, but like the other discords or anything, it's I don't know, man. It makes me wonder. I'm like, I don't know where these lonely souls are coming from, I guess.
There are some places, I won't name names, but I've been there where people just they pile on and say like, no, of course it's not like that. Why would you think that? And you know, it's there can be very negative environments out there for sure.
Oh well, the Inquisition will stomp on them eventually.
It's like you can't stick with your first therapist. You gotta shop around.
Oh, there you go. Good. Well, if you've ever been downvoted anybody to obscurity, you got a home in the Inquisition, because I've been downvoted so many times. It's fine. I love it. I've turned it into my way of life.
What place going on here?
Yeah, man. I appreciate that you're here. I appreciate everybody. And we got another content creator here too, man. He's a budding one. I put his video in the chat in the Discord if you want to watch. It's really good. I thought it was fun.
Yes. I love his channel. It's Serious Moonlight. Right?
Serious Moonlight, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Anyways, it's after 9. I got work tomorrow. Anything else?
No problem. No, that was everything. You have a great night, man.
All right, then, man. You have a fantastic night, too, man. I'll see you next time. Or I'll see you around. I'm always around.
Yeah.
All right, then, man. Everybody, that was not Godwin. The great not Godwin. Well, it's past 9 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. I got work in the morning. This has been another episode of another stream episode, call-in show, whatever you want to call it, of the people calling in and letting us know their opinions, their questions, their theories that they would follow. It's fun. It's nice to hear from y'all, like literally hear from y'all. And if you want to join the Discord, if you want to continue any conversation that you're having or just start a new one, join the Discord. The Inquisition is always taking new people. We just ask you to be an adult and be open. And yeah. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. I don't have any plans tomorrow, so back to streaming tomorrow, and I'll let you know. Yeah. So I'll see y'all tomorrow again at 7 o'clock tomorrow. We'll get back to unraveling Elden Ring. And yeah, good night, everybody. Be safe.